You are in for a true treat. The wittiest, most intelligent content creator on YouTube. Always calm and polite. Here is the ineffable Muckster.
Hello, people and others. Yep. It's Friday, so we have the so-called news. We have the journal for August 29, 2025. And the star of the week is going to be Sophie Superstar Smith. And the little picture here is of a dog. So I doubt if we're going to be hearing much more of that in this report. Okay. You have your headline, Watson Brothers credited with idea to preserve historic integrity of CCC culvert under 6 Mile Run Road. Develop an idea. Okay, whatever. CCC, for those of you who are under 80 years old, was the Civilian Conservation Corps. That was a FDR thing back in the Depression. They hired people to do all sorts of public works. They built roads, and I know the local state park. I think like the cabins out there were CCC projects. It's all kind of stuff around. So apparently there's a culvert there, and people think it has historical significance. Oh, it looks like this must be a picture of it. Let me go bigger so it's a little more obvious. So, wonder if there used to be a in Osceola, we called it the canal. It kind of looked like that. It was an open thing, and then the tunnel went under town down to the creek. It was like for a runoff type thing. They eventually closed that in. Anyway, over here we have protesters call for closure of Moshannon Valley Processing Center. Yeah, the other day, Sunday, they had a protest down in Phillipsburg. People showed up because of a few years ago, GEO built a private prison for federal inmates. And apparently it's not a prison anymore, and they turned it into a immigration detention center. And people are protesting it, and I'm with them on that. I have I've been gathering some of the photos and stuff that have been printed. I'm thinking of doing a video with them. But they had one of the inmates died a couple weeks ago there. I never did really hear any more about that. So it's all a cool thing that they said white women specifically are doing in California just to screw with ICE. They're getting Mexican flag stickers and put on their bumpers. And ICE is wasting their time following them around and stuff, hoping to catch an immigrant. And I say an immigrant, not an illegal immigrant or an undocumented immigrant. Because if you're paying any attention whatsoever, ICE doesn't really care. If you're brown, they'll grab you. There's been stories of them detaining citizens or people that are here illegally, but I won't go on and on about that. Okay, we have some happenings. August 30th, that would be tomorrow, right? Is the Sanborn picnic. And September 6th is Osceola's Spirit Days. Now, when my group used to run that, it was a weekend thing. Now they just do it just on Saturday. And on September 7th in Houtzdale is the Patriot Day Festival. Okay, moving right along. We have a couple of obituaries. We have Harold Root, born in 1954. I think I might have gone to school with his younger brother. Yeah, I'm not sure, but we have Catherine Irene Kanar. She was born in 1928. And also there's a couple that I know of this week that I guess they didn't make it into the paper for this week, but there's Craig Wilkes, born in 1971. I knew Craig. He was part of my gaming group for a while, and he was a really nice guy. I don't think anybody that knew him disliked him. And also Amy Lane Moore, who was born in 66. Anybody who went to school at PO of a certain age, as they say, would remember Lee Lane, who was guidance counselor. Amy was his youngest. And I was good friends with that family. Yeah, those will probably be in next week's paper. There's a little police report down here. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. On August 20th, state police responded to the report of a woman sitting along the side of Troy Hawk Run Highway near Little Troy Drive in Morris Township. The woman was identified as Brittany Jones, 37, of Madera, and found to be under the influence of controlled substances. She was cited for public intoxication. Okay. Now, of course, we don't get a lot of details in here, but if all she was doing was sitting there, what's the big deal? Even if she was drunk and or high. Now, if she was out there yelling at people or, making a nuisance of herself, that's different. And we have laid her down. Brenda Dixon, 64, of West Decatur, was riding a 2010 Harley-Davidson Sportster on Route 53, just south of Cooper Township Road in Cooper Township. She went over two potholes, causing her to lose control and lay the motorcycle down on its left side. Dixon was not wearing a helmet and sustained injuries. She was transported to the hospital. Now, any of you who might see this who aren't from Pennsylvania, in what we call a road with two potholes is, that's the good road. Here we have DUI-drugs. Kyle Rhetoric, 38, of Osceola, was arrested on Interstate 80 in Snowshoe Township for driving under the influence of drugs. We have Just a Love Tap. Isaac Gates, 31, of Sandy Ridge, was driving a 2004 Mercury Mountaineer north on Route 350 on the Sandy Ridge Mountain when he failed to see traffic was going slow due to a tractor trailer ahead. He rear-ended a 2023 Chevy driven by Andrea Rafferty, 42 of Osceola. No one was injured. Gates was cited for following too closely, as he should be. Like father, like son, a 39-year-old Sandy Ridge man got into a physical altercation with his 65-year-old father. Both were cited for harassment. Okay. Here we have Kephart pushing for bills suspending pay for legislators. Representative Dallas Kephart is one of 6 legislators co-sponsoring a bill that would suspend the compensation of the governor, lieutenant governor, and members of General Assembly during a budget impasse. Not quite sure where I would stand on that. I'll tell you something that I do think they should do is get rid of congressional retirement. You know, it's not supposed to be a lifetime thing. Go in, you get paid while you're doing it. You could pay into 401 or something, but they shouldn't get a lifetime retirement just for serving a couple of terms. There we have some sports. Here we have Clearfield Commish still say yes to ICE prisoners. See, this was originally printed in 2021. So this is about the thing that people are protesting about, but I'm not sure why whatever they said in 2021 is relevant. I wouldn't be surprised if Clearfield County is making money off the thing. Advertising and advertising and advertising. And so here's the star of the week, Sophie Superstar Smith. Let's just see. Yeah, he won the cutest dog contest. Yeah, okay. But let me just show you. Again, well, listen, just so you see how big the article is. It's like a third of a page. Just saying this dog won the cutest dog contest at a local restaurant. Oh, anything here? Nope. Oh my God. See, now I think somebody at the Journal, they'll never admit it, but they're watching me. And they're doing this just to make me crazy. Because we have the this week's memory. It's another picture of a frickin' drag line. What's that, like 2 months in a row now that the memory was? Okay. So we got us groceries. Fresh seedless watermelon, $2.99. Get your Miracle Whip 2 for $7. Sweet Baby Ray, the only barbecue sauce you should ever buy, $1.99. And let's see, Heinz ketchup, $2.99. And that's about all I got to say about that. Have a nice weekend. Thanks for tuning in. If you did tune in, if you didn't tune in, go screw yourself. Hasta la vista, baby.
And that's the way it is.
Well, that was disappointing.